What's up, everybody? Tristan, Jass here, and today I wanted to update you guys about something in my life that's going on. I've kept this private for probably a month or so. Before I get into this video, I don't want any of you guys to freak out about anything. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna be fine. So please do not freak out. Basically, on December 6th, I believe, a couple days before my birthday, I had a seizure. This morning, had kind of a really bad accident. I woke up this morning. A couple days before my birthday, I had a seizure. My girlfriend found me basically like seizing upstairs in my bed, like literally about to fall off the bed, just kind of going crazy. And I didn't know why that happened. My girlfriend didn't know why that happened. Nobody knew why it happened. It was random. I was healthy. I was playing basketball all the time. You know, my sleep schedule was really messed up though at the time, I'm not gonna lie. It was December, so we just got back from LA. We were filming like every day, going hard. Completely just messed up because I was going so hard trying to upload every day in December. Came home December like 5th, I think. Next morning I got up at like 7 a.m. Probably went to bed at like 2, 3, I don't even remember. But yeah, my girlfriend woke up to me having a seizure, which was very scary for her. And I don't remember anything. All I remember was waking up in the hospital. 7:30 a.m. And I tweeted and I said, thank you God for waking me up. Let's get up and go get it. That's all I remember. I guess I had a seizure. Hannah called 911, and I literally woke up in the hospital. I don't remember. Like, cause I woke up in the hospital. I don't remember anything. The ambulance came and picked me up. I don't remember any of that. When you have a seizure, your brain basically shuts off. So that's probably why I don't remember anything. So ended up going to the doctor. My doctor really thinks that it was a sleep deprivation seizure, and yeah, so obviously they wanted to get pictures of my brain, so we got an MRI, and sometimes MRIs take a while to get back, but sometimes you might go to a place and they'll give you the results during that day. Well, in this case, I was at the hospital and it took a while for me to get the results. You know, a few weeks went by. Just got done playing pickup basketball at the local YMCA, and I get a phone call as soon as we pulled back into their driveway. I didn't think that after a seizure more stuff would be found. The nurse that works for my doctor, she basically told me, hey Tristan, we got some news for you. We really think you should go see a neurosurgeon. And I'm like, a neurosurgeon? Like, that's like brain surgery. Like, she said, we found a cyst on your brain. And when I heard that, I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, when you hear something about like your brain or something on your brain, or it's just a totally different thing than, you know, like, oh, you got strep throat. Oh, you got you know, you're sick, or you got this or that. It's like, I feel like when you hear something that's wrong on your brain, or like with your heart even, that's like the scariest thing. So I'm like what do I do? Like, I don't know what a cyst on the brain is. So basically I was like in shock. I was like, okay, thank you for letting me know. Kind of hung up the phone. But before I hung up, the nurse was like, if you have any questions, please call back. So I called my dad right away. I called my mom right away, and I kind of just told them. I was just crying. I was scared. You know, I was really scared. And I'm at my girlfriend's uncle's house. You know, my girlfriend, everyone's inside. I'm outside pacing, walking back and forth on the phone. And I'm like, how the hell am I going to go inside and like tell them that I have a cyst on my brain? I walked in and my girl was like, what's wrong? Blah, blah, blah. And kind of just told her, yo, I just got a phone call back from the doctor, and they said
during the MRI, they found a cyst on my brain. And she started crying. Everyone in there was just like, what? Like, you're gonna get through this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, all right, what the hell am I gonna do next? So I called back the nurse because I had more questions. I was like, is it bad? Like, what is a cyst on your brain? Do I have to have surgery? Like, I have all these questions. And she was very nice. She told me everything. She's like, your doctor just wants you to get it checked out. She said people live with cysts on their brain all the time and they function perfectly fine. Only problem is if the cyst starts to grow, it can start pushing up against stuff in your brain that can cause, you to do certain things, whether it's be off balance or memory or whatever it is. It's just weird. But should I be like freaking out? And my doctor said, don't freak out. Do everything that you do normally. Schedule to go see a neurosurgeon so he can look over the MRI because they specialize in the brain and that type of stuff. So my last question for her was, what part of the brain is it on? Then she kind of was like, 1 second, asked the doctor, and then he said that it's on the right hippocampus. How big is the cyst or whatever? And she said it's 6 by 7 millimeters. So that's small, but it's still on my brain and it's not supposed to be there. So I eventually scheduled to see a neurosurgeon, and I hit up one of my good friends in the area that is friends with a bunch of, different types of doctors, and he sent me to someone that he would trust. So I went to this guy in Milwaukee, and I'm like, yo, what if he's gonna tell me I'm gonna have to have surgery? I was kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie, going in there. So we ended up getting there, checked in, obviously, sat in the waiting room for a little bit. The lady came out, grabbed us, we went in there, and he came in right away, and he's like, hey, how you doing? Introduced himself, everything. He pulled up the images in my brain so I could literally see the pictures of it. And it is so crazy because you see my brain and then you see a white dot. And it's just damn, that shit is crazy. He basically calmed me down a lot more. He said, you have nothing to worry about. He said, this looks like a cyst. He said, we can't be 100% sure that it's a cyst unless we went into your brain and took out a little piece of it to sample it. But from the pictures, he said it looks like a cyst. If it was a tumor or something else, I guess everything around it would be a little more irritated, but it just looked like a little cyst. He said people die at the age of 90, 95, 100, and they do an MRI on their brain and they've lived with cysts on their brains and didn't even know about it. So he's like, you really don't have too much to worry about right now. He said, but if it grows, then we're gonna have to take action and figure out what the next step is, which is scary. I don't want this thing to grow because then brain surgery, that's crazy. I don't wanna do that. But so I'm praying, man. I know God's got me. But yeah, he was just saying, he's like, I seen you perform at the Milwaukee Bucks game. He's like, I know what you do. He's like, if you have any questions or anything, just don't be afraid to email me or whatever. So, it's just scary knowing that you have something on your brain. I have anxiety the way it is. So after having a seizure and not remembering anything, and I wanted to get this video out to you guys because in a couple of days, I'm going back to that neurosurgeon to have 2 separate MRIs. One normal MRI on my brain, and then the second one, they're gonna inject dye into me, which if the thing on my brain is a tumor or cancerous, it will glow up. It will glow on the picture of my brain. So I'm really hoping it's nothing too serious. But like I said, I've been just sitting around making YouTube videos. I traveled. It was even hard for me to get on the plane to go to LA because the last time I got off a plane, the next day I had a seizure. My anxiety is a little weird. I freak myself out sometimes. But it's just dang, am I gonna have another seizure? I didn't know I was gonna have a seizure on December 6th. It just happened. and I don't remember anything. So it's scary, you know, and my anxiety, like I said, is already bad. So anytime I get like a headache or something, I'm like, yo, is that thing growing? Like, then, you know, sometimes I'll freak myself out with my anxiety and I'll feel a little bit dizzy. You know, I was sitting around for 3 months waiting to go to this doctor's appointment in a few days. And these 3 months have been pretty hard for me to, you know, focus on things and stuff like that. But I just wanted to update you guys. You know, that it's a scary situation, but we're gonna keep the content rolling. We're gonna keep it going. The doctor is gonna let me take my 2 MRIs in the morning. Then he's gonna read me the results that day. Once I get the results, then I will do an updated video and let you guys know what's going on. But please pray for me. I really don't want to have like brain surgery, or I don't want this to be like a tumor or cancerous or anything. That'd be crazy. But whatever it is, we're gonna get through it. God's got me, and you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all you guys supporting me and watching the videos and everything, because, you know, I've had this thing on my brain for a couple months and I haven't said anything, just trying to let it sink in with me before I tell you guys what's going on. But I hope everyone's staying safe and everything. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And yeah, peace.